Okay, so when you do long division with polynomials, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the x here, and I'm going to see how many times that x can go into x to the third. So essentially, x to the third divided by x. X to the third divided by x is x squared. So I'm going to put that above the x squared term. Okay, so now after dividing, I'm going to multiply. So now I'm going to multiply x squared times the negative 2. And that gives me negative 2x squared. I'm also going to multiply the x squared by the x, giving me x to the third. Okay, our next step in long division is to subtract. So I'm going to subtract here. I'm going to subtract the x to the third from the x to the third, and those cancel. Now I have, and then because this was a minus, I'm going to make it a positive. Okay, so these come together and they become 5x squared. And I bring down the negative 4x. So my next step will be to divide again. So I'm going to divide my 5x squared by x, and that will be a positive 5x. Okay, after I've divided, now I multiply again, and I do 5x times negative 2, which is negative 10x. And I multiply my 5x by my x, and I get 5x squared. I subtract, so I change the signs. And I subtract here, and I end up with a positive 6x. I bring down my 5, so it's plus 5. Divide my 6x by x, and it's plus 6. I multiply my 6 by my negative 2, and I got negative 12. 6 by 6x, and I got 6x. Subtract, change the sign here, and I now have 17. Okay, now because there's nothing left here to bring down, I can bring my 17 up here, and so I add it. It's a positive 17 over x minus 2. And I got that x minus 2 from right there. Okay, so your final answer is x squared plus 5x plus 6 plus 17 over x minus 2.